Hi guys, it's Gamer Lang here, and this is a new Let's Play that I'm doing. It's going to be about Star Trek Armada, which is one of the new mods that recently came out for Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. Now, I'm going to do a map, and I'm going to do it with 3 people, and it's going to be normal victory conditions, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the fleet size, just because I always think Star Trek's always better with more ships. I think everybody agrees you like Star Trek. Now, the race I'm going to go is Romulans. And I'm going to go against the Federation and the Klingon. Now, I'm a bit OTC here because I have to make sure that the icons which they use is actually the right ones for each race. Now, I've played this before, I've done all the races except for the Romulans. I wanted to keep the Romulans for an actual video because it's actually one of my favourite races. The Warbird is fantastic, such a beautiful ship. Now, nobody's ever played this before. It's basically almost the exact same as Sins of the Solar Empire. You start off with a small little system and, you know, expands out. Now, there's 3 suns in this one. I think it's 63 planets in it. Now, I'm just going to change the name here to Romulus. I can't spell it correctly, obviously, but I finally got it in the end there. Now, with this, you start off with 2 scouts. Now, with that button there, you can click it once, and you can tell it to one scout somewhere, or you can right-click it. Now, they are absolutely beautiful designs of ships. I mean, the guys who made this, oh man, the amount of time and effort they must have put into this is phenomenal. Now, with this as well, you get all these different slots here, and these are like upgrades which you put onto your planet in the limited. These are the ships. These are the frigates here. And if you have a look at here is the cruisers. The one before was the capital ships, and the one that's kind of darkened out, that's Titans. Now, to make more ships, you have to actually research them, and they go up in this kind of tree here. Just now I can't create any, but if I build the Fleet Research Centre, and I'm going to build myself just normal technology. If I go here now, you should see that I can actually select some. Now, this gets quite expensive right at the beginning, but once you start earning credits in the dilithium and everything, which I'll explain later, it gets better. Now, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to increase it so I can actually colonise better planets. Because colonised planets, you can't colonise them all, we have to learn to research them. All planets have different categories on them.
New planet detected.
Now, what I'm wanting to do is, I want to get myself a capital ship. Now, I am wanting to get Sela, which is the daughter of the old Federation security officer, Tasser, I think her name was. I thought she was pretty cool, but Worf is 10 times better than what she is. I quite liked it how in Star Trek they changed some of the positions. It started off, it was a blind man piloting the Enterprise, just Jordan LaForge. But people really liked him, and they wanted Crusher to do it and Data, so they put him into engineering. And there was a storyline, an actual real reason why they brought a blind person into Star Trek, and it was actually to do with somebody who had a disability who was a great fan of Star Trek. Now, we just saw the Warbird there, absolutely beautiful ship. Now, I need to build a colony ship because in order to take places you need one. You can set it so they automatically do it when they go into that system. Obviously, make sure you kill the people inside there first. Now, I don't know if any of you have actually played Star Trek Armada 3. But if you have, give me your opinions of it. What do you think's really good about it? And tell me maybe what the things you think you should change. I'll put a link as well at the bottom of the page to actually show people. The
My life for the Empire.
The site where you actually get to download it. Now, you do need version 1.83. I think it's actually in order to play this mod. I had the lower version, I had 1.4, and when I tried to launch it, it wouldn't let me, so I had to actually go and manually download it off one of the sites which are affiliated to Sins of the Solar Empire. Now, I'm showing you here, this is how far my scouts are already went, And look, these are the ships from the original Star Trek Next Generation. absolutely fantastic ships. They've used these ships in many episodes, but they've always changed them as well. Sometimes take the fins out, add little tubes to the sides. You'll see them later on in the game. Let's just have a wee look about. What I'm doing now, I'm trying to see what kind of resources are. On the right hand side you see asteroids, and that will tell you what you require. Now, I'm having a look to see what I need
My life
to
for the Empire.
colonise that. Right. I think I have a look and then realise that I can colonise asteroids anyway, so that's not much of an issue. But I do see that P's, I can do the frozen planets. So I want to have a look, see what's closer. Is there more frozen planets or is there more barren planets, class B's? Increase my extraction rate from my minerals there as well.
Inform the Senate that victory will soon be ours.
I'm moving the fleet up to have a look.
Full impulse power.
And I've finally turned them into a fleet. Doing a fleet's pretty easy. You just go to the little finger. And you can right click it so it's automatic, or you can just left click, which means add every day together into the fleet that I'm using just now. That means if I click on one, it selects them all. Now, what I was doing there was clicking on move. Now, in this game, you can set them to wait till they're all ready to jump in, or you can set them so they jump in whenever they're ready. I normally will do it, if I'm going for an assault, would wait till they all jump in, because that's a straightforward offensive, and something that can be very intimidating.
We are the superior race.
But sometimes what I do is I actually just send them dribs and drabs. Right, if I'm getting attacked and I'm overwhelmed, sometimes I'll just go send everybody back whenever they can. But that sometimes leaves my capital ships to get a bit of a slap about before they get over. Now, as I said, research is really expensive. It costs a lot of credits. You'll see that I start to run out of metal an awful lot. It's one of the first games I did when metal's been a problem. It's normally dilithium.
Proceed.
Right, I'm having a look. Oh, it's over there. It's a nice fancy planet. Let's go. Now, I'm looking there going, what's that difference between those two? Now, one's got 3 asteroids, which is dilithium. And I was like, oh, I need dilithium, so to stop me getting that issue, I'm going to make sure I can colonise that type of planet. So I'm looking, going, oh, there's ice. Excellent. Right, I'll do that first, close, and then I look there and go, oh, it's another ice planet. So that's 2 done.
Our ships have arrived.
Now here we go. Here comes one of the first little battles I'm going to do.
Have the superior fire
and then give them a good old beating.
New planet.
And to do this view, I need to tell people, because I found it hard to find. To do it really hard to find, you hold down Control Shift and press Z. So that will take away all your HUD, and to get it back, you just press Z. That is absolutely fantastic. The scale of the ships is really good as well. There's a couple of slight discrepancies with it. I mean, Warbird is a really massive ship. If you watch it on episodes with Star Trek Next Generation, you can actually see the size is actually really large. Seems slightly small in this game. That's exactly with the Borg Cube. The Borg Cube seems slightly smaller. I don't know if anybody would disagree with me. People tell us as well, actually, that's the correct size because it states in this site. But as you feel as if they're a little bit small. I haven't put the Borg in this one because the Borg are ridiculously smashy. They'll beat the living daylights out of me. They're really ideal for playing against, you know, if you've got 3 players against 1 Borg. I'm just showing you here that there's 3 stars: Sirius, Alpha Centauri, and I couldn't see what that one was called. No.
New planet detected.
With this video I'm doing as well, I'm actually not doing I'm not actually talking while I'm playing it, because I find I've had issues with my microphone, and also using my microphone's actually lagged out a couple of my videos that I've did. So hopefully this way I won't have that issue unless I actually don't watch it all the way through to make sure it's perfect, because the last thing I want people to do is actually sit there and watch a video, and then it gets halfway through, there's issues, and then people go, oh, you know, I'm not going to watch the rest of it, so then you miss out. But hopefully now it'll be brilliant. Now you can see the wee enemy ship going on fire there. I mean, the fleet I've got is nice. I mean, I can't even call it a fleet.
Die.
The group of friends who are flying about having a laugh together is very small. See where the things take these actual friends.
My life for the Empire.
My ships. Left now, plus my capital. One of my ships just blew up there. It looks as if it looked good. It looked as if the enemy ship went for a ramming speed and flew in, and then they both exploded at the same time. And you look at the warp when they're moving. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. If you do the Federation one, you see them when they warp. It's brilliant. It's got a lovely blue flash to it and everything. It seems like they've put a lot more effort into the Star Trek Federation than they have with all the other races.
It's more brave to live.
I'm not saying that they're biased or anything like that. They have to start one place, you know, and work their way around. I mean, the Federation have done really, really well. The Klingons, I mean, all ships are brilliant. All the ships are really good, but the AI of like the Klingons isn't that good. I mean, I've had it to unfair before, an aggressor, and I've set my fleet up and I went, right, where are they? And then I go to the place and they have like the whole system, the whole gravity well, you know, filled up with mines. Colonized. And hardly any ships. So they need to kind of sort out the AIs for the actual game. But that's just, you know, it's a work in progress. It's a beta. There's still quite a few bugs. You can see the pictures as well. We're building some turrets to defend my lines here. You see some of the pictures that I'll talk to you about when they come up. They actually comes up with just a temp. One of the things as well, when I click on a ship, it's not the actual picture of the ship. Don't know if they're going to change that or not. Don't know if it's too in depth to actually get it changed. But I mean, there's plenty of pictures out there online which they can actually use and put onto the little ship icons instead. Now, what I'm doing is I'm increasing the population and I'm increasing logistics. Logistics seems to be my downfall. I need to always build those logistics to quickly research everything up. There you go, there's the two temps I was telling you about. They're the mines. And it just comes up with temp. So obviously, they're saying it's temp. It's a temp picture to this now icon. They'll sort that out soon.
My life for the Empire. My life for the Empire. Lay in a course.
Target that vessel.
Just taking my wee fleet out here now. Just having a look. Now I'm showing you here 3 resources. I'm buying dilithium.
Research is complete.
It's probably one of the last times I ever actually do it. Do it a few times, but normally I don't need to. You'll see it later on. The amount I actually get for dilithium is crazy. Just put some more defences up. You'll see when later on in the game what I do for my defences instead, because this is not a
'tis more brave to live
big threat just now, because it's three systems. The other races are miles away, absolute miles away. They're probably more than likely going to be on the other star systems. That's we just showing you when the new ships are built. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it's one of the capital ships. And I was thinking of a name, and I was going to write "Kill them all," and then I went, no, let's think of something less childlike. So you'll see me here stopping, realising that's a bit of a silly name of a ship. Can you imagine if they get hailed? We're being hailed by "Kill them all. We want to be your friends." I don't think we should believe him. So I changed it to Icarus. Quite like that name. Icarus is the boy who put wings on himself and flew too high to the sun, and the wax so he held the wings together melted. I'm pretty sure. I did classics mythology studies when I was at high school, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If it wasn't, just correct me. Tell me I'm being silly. Now, one thing I haven't did so far is speed up the game. Now, you can speed up the game by pressing your plus and minus keys, which is on the main part of your keyboard. This would speed the time of the game by ×2, and then ×4, ×6, and ×8.
It's more brave.
I don't want to do that because I don't want to seem to be as if I'm rushing the game. I wanted it to be as if, you know, I'm taking my time with this, I'm putting effort into it. So maybe later on, if people say to me, maybe in the comments, oh no, speed it up because, you know, parts are taking too long. Like, okay, I might speed up. What I might actually do as well, say I'm going to do something and then cut out the part until that's done to save the hassle. But the worst thing I want to do is turn and go, hey guys, right, I'm going to cut this out until I finish building the Titan. And then I cut back and there's 3 fleets attacking me. Do you know what I mean? Could it be a bit unfair? Absolutely. I could sit in cinematic mode with the HUD gone and watch these ships fly about all the time.
We have successfully
want to build myself more
colonized.
ships, so let's have a look. I think here I decide, you know what, I think I might research. Oh, got enough of another colony ship to leave it? Yeah, just. Now, if there's any other mods that use actually want me to do,
We have engaged
by all
the
means,
enemy.
by all means, tell me which ones to do, because there's a few that I'm interested in doing as well. I mean, one of the ones that I'm actually interested in is a new one which I saw a clip of, which is to do with the kind of Halo universe.
Complete.
Now, I love the ships of the Covenant, and I love the ships of the USC, so I'm really interested to giving that game a go and see what it's like. There's another one I'm interested in. It's a Stargate. I can't even remember the name of it. It's called like Descent of Angels or something like that. But what I'll do is I'll actually have a look and see, maybe it's worth my while putting an actual link of it on my page before I actually do the Let's Play. But yeah, there's quite a few. They look absolutely fantastic. The Star Wars one looks good, but this one seems to have an awful lot of detail put into it, which I think is fantastic. I mean, absolutely brilliant.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
We have the superior firepower.
I mean, what's your favourite race in the Star Trek
Station
universe?
complete.
I mean, there's loads of different choices. This sadly only has a selection of 4. I mean, they may change that, they may increase it. You never know. But I think this has got the 3 main races, which are absolutely fantastic, especially the next generation kind of lifeline. It's the Romulans, the Klingons, and the Federation, and with the Borg as well. Borg came in. It's season 2, the episode Q-Who, and he sends them away and they meet the Borg. But I like how the Borg changed. When they were there, the voice and everything didn't seem that good. But then when they did Best of Both Worlds, which is the last episode, or Best of Both Worlds Part 1, sorry, which is the last episode of season 3.
Our research is complete.
When Picard gets captured by the Borg, the Borg became then the iconic Borg. How they spoke, everything, absolutely fantastic. Borg are one of my favourite races, but it's unfair for me to do a Let's Play Borg, because the game would probably last for about 25 minutes, or you just build one cube, stand it in, and it'll kill everything.
Our ships have arrived.
A couple of races which I'd like to see in this, Jemadar. Absolutely, Jemadar would be fantastic. They've got loads of ships. Okay, a lot of them look very similar, but they've got loads of ships. They've got allies as well. The Breen and everything. That'd be a good race to have. And another good race would be the Cardassians. I've been told there's another mod out there, and that's got Cardassians in it and everything. But I've been told the kind of detail and the kind of gameplay of it's slightly different from the actual original Sins of the Solar Empire. So I wasn't inclined to do this one. This is brand new out, so I thought, you know what, put this on. This will be really popular just now. People will be dying to see what it's like before they actually download the mod. So that's why I chose to do this one, and I'm happy I chose it.
Proceed.
I mean, look at the detail. This is them just walked away. Now I make a mistake later on in the game as well. I get my scouts like, why are you no jumping over there? And I end up thinking that. Research the star systems. Here's one of the fighters. I mean, look at the detail of this. I mean, that's a tiny little ship.
research
And the
is
detail's
complete.
fantastic.
My life for the Empire. Lay in a course.
Now, my first
Proceed
thing,
to
that's
coordinates.
something which I always seem to do, is misclick and not target the guy. Oh, that happens all the time. I don't know if it's my big fat
We
fingers on the
have the superior
mouse or
fire.
not.
Treachery will get you everywhere.
Now, I'm showing you a surrender. I've went into a system there, far too many guys. Could maybe win it, but more than likely not. So the little button with the flag surrenders, that makes you guys automatically run away. Now, I don't know if I set the jumps to jump whenever you can. I think I actually go back and actually change it because I'm waiting. I'm sitting there getting a pounding, wait for the warbird to move its fat ass. Now, because of that, I'm like, right, I need to increase my research. Because I want bigger and better and stronger ships. I mean, the choice of ships is really, really good. They don't allow you to have loads and loads of the big fancy ships, which some people will be going, oh, come on, it's all about Enterprise Sovereigns, I want them all, you know, but they make the game unfair. It's like the previous Armada games. I mean, to win the game, all you had to do was build loads of big, massive capital ships, loads of Sovereigns, and use their abilities, and you couldn't get hit by torpedoes, and you hit them, bounce them back. I mean, that's how you won the game. The Borg cubes, all you needed was 3 Borg cubes. You jumped them into an enemy's fleet, you could take them over. It wasn't balanced. The races between each other were slightly balanced, but the ships weren't
have the
balanced. It was
superior
unfair. The minute you can
firepower.
build a super ship, you are battering everyone. But this one seems a lot different. I mean, for instance, you get fighters, ships that actually produce bombers and fighters. And I made the silly mistake at the beginning sending a fleet in, and I didn't have many anti-fighters, and a lot of my fleet gets smashed by the lovely bombers, who it's very hard to target, or you can't target.
Station complete.
Now, what I try to do is I'm actually trying also, while doing the ships, do weaponry and shielding. Because I really want my guys to have a really heavy hit and thick hides to take a beating. I'm looking for which ones to do. I decide I'm just going to leave it. Now, once you take over a system, what I always tell you to do is click on the planet upgrade.
'Tis more brave to
So when you
live
click on the planet, it's the top
than
left hand
to
button.
die.
And I normally do logistics first, do 2 in logistics if I can, and then the population, increase population. That's normally what I do, because I'm all about research at the beginning. I'm all about battering out as much research as I can to try and get ahead of the curve of everyone
My
else.
life for the Empire.
You'll find out later on that I'm actually quite far behind when it comes to the research, because I start getting warnings about enemies building up the big fancy titans. So I'm just looking here, I need more research, let's have a look. Oh, there you go. So I was like, right, my ship's got beaten, so let's put down a repair bay. I'll just put down a couple of turrets to protect me as well. Just having a look there, seeing where's the best place to put them, and I'm like, okay, let's put some there, and I can't afford them.
We are
You
the
have to look
superior
after your
race.
ships. You have to have repair bays. Because sometimes when you're zooming out, you don't notice how much damage they're taking, and you just leave them and keep taking system to system, and before you know it, you go, where the hell's my fleet gone? And you realise they all had almost no health left, and they went against 4 little cruisers and they killed them.
Our research is complete. Our research is complete.
Just here thinking that it should increase my fleet. I don't know what I'm going to increase to.
Our ships have arrived.
Something that will come apparent later on
Station
is actually you need to
complete.
increase your capital ship allowance
My
and your
life
fleet
for the
allowance as
Empire.
well. You'll see later on that I actually try to build ships. I'm like, why are you no building? then I realise, oh, I need more people to actually be able to fly the ships. Let's have a look at that. It's a construction ship. Do you know,
We have
I'm trying to
successfully
make you see as many of the
colonized.
ships as possible, just so you can see the actual detail on the ships. There we go, that's me increasing the population there. Just looking here, seeing what can I buy. Obviously I'm poor, got no credits, so start to worry about my credits, because I'm not generating any at all.
Yellow alert.
I'm just looking at you know, my detail, my planets. When you hover over the planets, when you basically zoomed out, it's easier to see how much logistics you have left, how much tactical you have left.
Planetary research is complete. We lack the resources.
Still poor, got no money. Let's sell some of my metal and some of my lithium. Oh no, what is it? I need, it tells me here I need to research it, and I'm like, oh god, I need to research that. Oh no, I can't research it. There we are.
Our research is complete.
This is how you make your money, is through these things called trade stations. Best thing to do is put them onto every. If you're desperate for credits, so you seem to want to generate a lot, build them in every system, because the more systems you have them building on, the more credits get generated and the richer you get. You do have to give up one of your logistics slots. Well, actually, I think it's more than that. I think it's 4 slots you have to give up, which can be a bit of a pain, because then you can't research as quickly. But that's what I like about the game. You can't be full loaded money, full research in colonisation and diplomacy, and full research in shipbuilding and fully defensive. You can't do that in this game. You have to kind of pick one,
Station
especially at the
complete.
beginning, and try and go through that route, and then start doing the others.
Proceed to coordinates.
I'm just waiting here for the money to increase. There we are. Oh, there are.
Station complete.
Right, I think this is when I've got a big enough.
Tis
fleet.
more
I'm going,
brave
"Do you know
to
what? Let's go
live
back up to that big
than
ice
to
planet,
die.
and let's give them a beating of their lives."
We have the
See my
superior
colony ship's done
firepower.
well here, so I'm like, right, we'll send you over there. I'm like, oh, if I'm sending him there, I need to send my fleet there. So the ice planet will have to wait
to
again.
coordinates.
We lack the resources.
I'm still doing my Skyrim Let's Play. I've had a bit of an issue with it. It was a bit upsetting, the fact that it started to get laggy a little bit. I've looked online forums, I've asked people about it, and people are just saying, hey, that just happens, dude. Something, you just have to deal with it. The only issue is, Skyrim's that type of game where it's very difficult to try and re-record. What I might actually do is I actually might save the game. Once I get back into it, save the game,
Station complete.
then record, watch it, and if any issues happen, I'll actually just go back and start again. I thought maybe that's probably one of the best things to do. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a slight cough that I've had. So it
Tis
happens
more
when you're a
brave to
student,
live
the amount of people
than
you
to
deal
die.
with. Oh my god. The minute one people comes in with the cold, you know, the whole place in a week's time starts happening. But yeah. My idea is I'm going to do the Skyrim on a Tuesday. I've got a lot of free time on the Tuesday, so I'll put a Skyrim video out probably by Wednesday afternoon. Just for the simple fact that I can record it on a Tuesday, and then I could set it all up. If I'm going to do this kind of commentary, it means I need a little bit more time. I need to actually watch the video a couple of times as well. So I'll do that and have it all published for the Wednesday. With the Star Trek one, what I'm planning to do is actually do it
Tis
on
more
the
brave to
Friday,
live
and then publish it on the Saturday. But I might do it in 2 parts at a time because I love the game. I can't stop playing the game. So before I know it, I look and go, oh, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. My video's only meant to be about 20 to 30 minutes long. So these are going to be slightly longer than 20 to 30 minutes. These are going to be almost an hour long Let's Plays. If you're watching this, you'll understand the length. Oh my god, the game is so... It's so massive. I mean, you just want to sit. I mean, look at all these battles. You just want to sit and watch these battles every day.
Full impulse power.
I've got my Facebook page up as well for the YouTube site. I'm trying to have all this done just because when I have it all done at the beginning, it saves me having to try and do it later on when I'm trying to do more videos. My Facebook site's up and running since I think it was Thursday. I've got I think it's 12, 14 likes. Okay, they're all my friends. But yeah, I've still got some likes. It's trying to get people to actually post it on their Facebook page. Say, hey guys, come and have a look at this. But I know in order to do that, I have to have the content on my YouTube account linked to my Facebook account. I put all three parts of my Skyrim so far on my Facebook. And that's slightly increased them all, but you can see, I can see my views and I can see how it's doing. And I can see that because they issued part 2 at the end, it's dropped down.
My life for the Empire.
So part 3 people haven't watched that much. But you know, it's trial and error. These things are made to make mistakes, to make myself better at doing it. But yeah, I'm really hoping that this kicks off. It gives me a hobby, gives me something worthwhile to do. Because sitting studying every moment of the day drives you insane.
It's more brave.
And it's nice to have something that people actually want to do. Now here's the fleet battle. Didn't realise there was so many areas. I'll look at that guy going, oh, cloak, disappear, go ahead, they shoot you. The only thing about him cloaking means I have less firepower because he can't shoot.
It's more brave to live than to die.
My capital ships had a bit of a beating, so now I'm like, right, okay, I think it's time for you guys
We have the
to run away.
firepower.
I'm pretty sure I do that. Pretty sure I go, right, guys.
My life for the Empire. Tis more brave to live than to die. My life for the Empire.
Check him some more attacks.
Engage those treacherous fools.
Basically, I'm losing this battle. I won't die. My capital ship might probably survive it.
Superior firepower.
But it's there's too many people. So look at him and like, right, his health's proper down. Right, gotta get these guys out of here. Click on there. If you look at my green arrows, all 3 are up. I haven't realised that yet, so I'm like, uh-oh. I'm going to be all warping at the same time. I haven't realised that yet, but I will. I'll go, where's my guys gone? And they'll look at them and go, why are they still there? So yeah, this is one of my main areas.
Our research is complete.
Just showing you there that I need to increase my logistics and my
required.
capture ships. That's how you do it. You do it through the research. Now, capture ship's fine. You just pay money for it, hard cash. But with the fleet, what it is, when you start off, your fleet costs nothing for you to run. But once you increase it, I think it's from 100 to 200. I think it's that, or it's 200 to 300. It starts costing you actually your income. I think it's credits. And I think it goes to from 0 to 9%, and then the next one's, I think it's 9 to 19%.
My life for the Empire.
I think it's continuously like that, or it starts to slow down. Maybe it starts to slow down.
Tis more brave
But yeah,
to
here's
live
my
than to
beaten
die.
up fleet. I've had a bit of a beating, shall we say, which is a bit of a shame. But hey, That's what I get for being too cocky and sending that in. You see that there?
Our research
Doing
is
a little
complete.
fancy like that, which is healing them. But it seems to cost antimatter for the repair beard. You see, I'll do this all the time. I always scroll out and go, what's happening in my little universe? And then scroll back in, and scroll back out, go, is that going to do anything? Yeah, one of my least favourite races to play in the games, almost all the games, has actually been the Klingons. I love the Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey is a beautiful ship. Absolutely beautiful.
Our research is complete.
The Vorture's okay, the Burrell's okay, but that's really it. I don't like their other ships. I'm just not really that fond of them. Federation, I think I love every single ship they've got. Like, every single ship's of the Federation, absolutely beautiful. Federation are absolutely beautiful, beautiful ships. But the Romulans, I don't know, something about the Romulans, how their ships are designed. I think they're absolutely fantastic. And I like how they think they're the supreme race. You'll see them, the girl, I guess Sasha, says it all the time. We are the supreme race. You know, it's like a kind of link to, you know, cultures of our past. I used to always discuss with my friends. We used to say, right,
have the superior firepower.
What culture is each species?
Lay in a course.
And we'd go, right, okay, the Federation's obviously American and allies, right? Okay, so it's the Western world. That's what the Federation are. And they're like, right, what's the Romulans then? People go, well, the Romulans are like the Chinese, you know, or the Japanese are very, very aggressive in expansion and, you know,
My life for the Empire.
war. So we always did that. We always went the Romulans. We always said the Romulans. Who would the Romulans be? Like, Romulans are like the Romans.
Our research is
They have
complete.
entire legions. It's ruled by a Senate, but also a Praetor. So yeah, the Romulans are definitely that. And then they're like the Cardassians, and they're like Russians. Cardassians are the Russians of the
My crew is
Federation
ready.
space. Yeah, the Borg. Obviously, the Borg's not really like anyone. Let's say they're more like the flu virus. So the Borg and the flu
Research
virus
is complete.
going about at the same time. And I can't think of any of the other kind of major reasons. The Jem'Hadar.
My life.
I mean, the
for
Jem'Hadar are like a
Empire.
fanatical religious one.
Proceed to coordinate.
So I can't really think of which one the Jem'Hadar would be. I mean, if you get any ideas which empire in our history best resembles the Jem'Hadar, please put it down because it will help me as well. But yeah, we used to always do that. Like, say, but why is this one this empire? And we used to give out the characteristics of how they are in the TV show. Wait, oh, it's absolutely fantastic.
My life for the Empire.
Now, here is my next capital ship being built. This is my support.
How may I serve?
Because I was looking there going, right, I need some help. I need some protection. Right, let's stick a support ship out. See how it goes. Now, I have got a fleet. And now my fleet is ready to take ass and kick names. Or the other way around. Some bit of a lag there. Oh, look at that. Warbird, what a beautiful ship. I used to have the micro machines. of the Star Trek stuff. I forget what the actual name was called, but you had all the ships. I had almost everything of them. My favourite one was the Warbird, the Enterprise D, the Excelsior. They were my 3 favourite ones. I love the Excelsior, absolutely beautiful ship. Now, I'm doing this, I'm exploring the planet, because you can actually find artefacts. How artefacts work is, once you find them, you've got them until somebody else takes your planet. And they actually give you like a whole galaxy buff. Say it's for your ships, for weaponry. It might turn around and say, all ships can fire weapons at 5% more damage. You know, that's absolutely excellent. See, when it comes to later on in the game, when your damage is at maximum, you get an extra 5%. That can pull the tide of a battle your way. But yeah, okay, there you go. That's me. You got my new support. You can give them some fighters. Now I look and I go, seems to really be a fighter. Turn a capital ship. I'm like, I don't really like the fighter. And then I'm like, but David, we've did this before. You've did the fighting. You've got your ass whooped. So let's just take it. Now, if you look here, as I was talking about with the ship pictures, right in the middle of the bottom, you can see that doesn't look like
in the shadows.
the Romulan capital ship. But they might change that, which is also a really good idea.
We have the superior firepower.
I'm trying to decide which one I want to upgrade to now. Planning to do this, so he exploded
than to die.
Before he went away, but
proceed to coordinate.
That was too early. Look at that big massive capital ship flying past it. Love this game. It's got a lot of promise. A lot of people are starting to show it as well. Just the other night there, I saw the Nerdcubed, who does game reviews and some kind of let's play quick guides. He's actually put one up last night, and when that happens, that shows you that this game's quite popular. And I was just like, oh snap! I just recorded mine. You've just published it. Obviously, I knew. I've got good intuition then of what's been popular, and So yeah. I've subscribed to a couple of other channels. I've got 2 YouTube accounts. I've got one which is my own personal one, and I've also got this one which I've created for gaming, for people to actually interact with me. And when I created this one, the gaming one, I was like, right, definitely going to put on the people inspire me. So that was the Syndicate Project, Nerdcubed, the Rad Brad, XP Gamers. They are the main people where I could sit and watch and go, fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Our research is
if you went into my other YouTube channel, I think I must have about 150 different subscribed channels. So you could tell that I love YouTube. I could sit there and waste an entire lifetime on YouTube.
We have the superior firepower.
But yeah, so
our ships have
doing
arrived.
Increasing health. So that's the hit points of my ships. That means my ships can take more damage. Let's move them about. It's not moving about, let's click on the planet and build a population. Let's build some defences.
We lack the resources.
I'm like, I can't really afford a lot. What should I do? What should I do? Let's build. Oh, let's mine first. I went, oh, I came here to mine the lithium. So let's mine now. I went, oh, no, it's all lithium. Run out of money, sell some lithium, build more. And it's just so funny. I'm selling the lithium so I can build a lithium mine. You know, it's a win-win. I'm going to get that back so easily. So it's worth it. It's worth that little bit of investment.
Station complete.
What is the best place to do now? And I'm like, oh, I haven't done any upgrading here. You can see I'm slowly starting to expand.
Station
I mean, at the
complete.
beginning it takes a while, but see, later on in the game, you just move
Lie in the shadows.
from system to system, smash it, colonize it, next one, smash it, colonize it, next one. You just keep doing that.
Where
That's when it
to?
comes like a snowball, you know, down the hill.
Swiftly and silently.
There's more of my new fleet.
Yellow alert. Station complete.
Only named 2 planets in this as well, Romulus and Remus. And the reason why I want to name them is because I was like, I want to name the 2 planets together. The first 2 are
Station
Conquer Romulus and Remus,
complete.
because that keeps with the whole theme of looking at Romulus Star Empire. Because Romulus and Remus are 2 planets that both circle their sun. I forget what the name of their sun is. I used to always say how I was such a diehard Star Trek fan. I know loads of stuff about them. But obviously when it comes to talking about them in this video, I don't think I actually know as much as I do. How much as I actually thought I did.
My life for the Empire. Yes.
I used to have loads of the Star Trek stuff when I was a kid. I had one of my favourite things that I had was the Star Trek technical manual
Planetary research is
of
complete.
the NCC 1701D. That was beautiful. All the detail, blueprints,
It's
how
more
things
brave to live
worked.
than to
Oh,
die.
it was absolutely amazing. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Have no
How may I
idea what I
serve?
did with it. I joined the army, and I never went back home after I left the army. And my dad ended up
research is
moving to the
complete.
Philippines, and they put a lot of stuff in storage. Don't know where the storage is. My dad passed away, and we have no idea where it's all kept. So, you know, it's probably been auctioned off now. I watch all these storage hunter programs, and you can see it's all been auctioned off. So somebody else has got my
Station
Star Trek
complete.
technical manual more than likely. I mean, I had everything. I had the I don't know how to explain it. Remember Polly Pocket's little girls thing where you opened up a little heart and there's a little girl in there and a little kind of living room or something? Well, they did Star Trek ones of those. And I had the phaser, the Star Trek emblem, the Next Generation, Bird of Prey, Galaxy Class, Romulan Warboard, Borg Cube. I mean, I had so many things for Star Trek. It was unreal.
Talon reporting.
You know, I blame my parents for feeding my geekiness. As if they felt as if, no, we don't need our son to have friends at school. What we'll do is we'll just turn him into a total sci-fi geek.
Lay in the course.
I totally love Star Trek. One of the best sci-fis around.
How may I serve? Proceed,
Right, okay,
Centurion.
back to the game. Now, I'm doing this now, see with the scout ship, because I know I'm
It's
faster
more
than them.
brave to live.
And I'm like, right, I'm
than to
researching star jump capabilities. So I'm going to move him about there. And then I realised, oh no, the pirates are after me. Well, I thought the pirates were after me, so right, I'll keep them there so they can spot, because I've only got one big fleet. And sometimes the pirates' fleet size is huge. Absolutely huge. So it made me panic. So I'm like, right, okay, I need to defend everything. I need to spend all my money in defence.
Research is
You
complete.
can see that's just blowing an awful lot of money there, putting those up. Selling all this excess dilithium. Building more research. And I was like, oh, I need to build credits. Let's delete that.
We have the superior firepower.
Yep. I mean, I could possibly be doing this game a lot quicker. My fleet now is good enough size to go all the way to the other
Station
systems.
complete.
But that's not what I do. I want
Inform
to
the Senate that
play this out,
victory
you know,
will
to
soon
get good
be ours.
enjoyment out of it. Don't want you to
We
come
are the
down, watch a
superior
video for
race.
50 minutes long, go, okay, that's it, all done. Excellent. I want you to want more and pester me and send me abuse, tell me I better stop being lazy and post more videos. That's what I want. I want a drive. I've already got my own drive, but I want somebody behind me prodding me with a stick.
What is the request?
Our research is complete.
I'm just worrying about the invasion of the pirates this now. So.
Station complete.
Right. Now, this is me ending part 1. So please click onto the next one and watch the next one, and I'll see you after that, guys. Take care.